Greetings and salutations. I can't even speak. Greetings and salutations, my friends. Welcome to the Stanley Parable. Things have been going rather well, my friends. We've only played a couple of games because we've got to come back for the Walsall game. They're the one of the big three. If we can beat them, it's at home as well, so we should just smash their faces in. It's been going pretty well after our Hull and Oldham games. We beat Wimbledon 1-0, Jared Bowen with an early penalty, and then we beat Bristol Rovers 2-1. He scored 2 goals this time. He's also happy again, only because nobody wants him, which is, gets you right in the heart, doesn't it? And team is fit, raring to go. Even Steve May's playing a 7, lads. Playing a 7. Last 5 games. He's banged 7 goals in. How many of those in the league? 6 in the league. It's prolific. That is. He scored 25 for Hamilton Accies. He's just a little bit off that. He'll have to have a strong run in if he wants to match that. But we're pretty much raring to go. I have made a slight change. I've made McCann, who's normally a defensive midfielder, into a deep line playmaker, that role, because it's the first time I've actually had a deep line playmaker that can play DM. So, and I prefer that. And we've made Thorne a box-to-box midfielder, just mixing up a little bit, keep it fresh, keep them guessing, innit? Like, May's going to bang him in. He's averaging 7 in the last 5 games, right? He's scored a couple of goals, got an assist on something. So, hopefully he can carry that on. Right, boys, come on. I don't know, there's a lot more to come from you. We're top of the league and smashing it. But apparently there is, and they're happy with that. Right, if we can do one, we only need one of Hull and Walsall to fuck off. I'm never really bothered about winning the league as opposed to automatic promotion in second. I don't give a shit. But if we can sort one of these teams out, we'll be fine. And then it'll be a little fun challenge at the end to see if we can win the league. Right, McCann. There we go. Marshall. Into McWilliams. Stumbles a bit, but we've got a bit lucky. Marshall, lovely ball across. McWilliams, we know he's got a goal in the news. 6 minutes in. I'm almost annoyed that the ground is so full. It's like my nephew, who's been a Bournemouth fan for going on 25 years. Been going to all the games home and away for the last sort of 15 years. Like, amazing support. And the other day, he came to me and was like, fucking fans that have just turned up out of nowhere, these bloody plastics. And I'm like, you should be happy. The club's making more money. And he goes, I know. But I talked to him about an ex-player, Marvin Bartley, and they'd never heard of him. And I'm like, how do you not? So I kind of get it. You just got to see the bigger picture and think of all the extra money your club's getting. And just like mildly look down upon those sort of glory hunters and the plastics. Just nod at them, knowing, oh my God, he's going for it again. Just like, yeah, I know why you're here. I recently got called, it was only yesterday, I was checking my comments, and somebody called me a glory hunter. I don't know if they're aware, but Liverpool haven't been that successful. Like, I'm a crap hunter. Because basically, when I started supporting Liverpool, that is when they stopped being good. So I'm still waiting on the glory. We've had little glimpses, Champions League and stuff, but it's not exactly been prolific the last 25 years, has it? Where you go, McCann? There we go. Decent. Look at that playmaker. What a pass. Actually, what I could do now, because what we're still seeing quite often is our fullbacks. That's a great ball. Is he onside? That's a great finish. If it is, I think it's okay. Come on. Well, we do notice a lot with this, because we like to play early balls and we don't mind a quick ball over the top, is that we see the fullbacks and the centre-backs punting it. And actually, it's probably better to get all those 4 guys to play it to the guy that can actually pass in the playmaker role. Now he's nice and close. Just simply give it to him and let him ping it. So I think we'll tweak it a little bit, but it's just minor tweaks, really. We've been performing so well. We are now 14 points clear of Walsall. We've got 11 games left. Starting to look realistic, isn't it? We're starting to think about what magic Gusto is going to perform in the transfer window when we go up to the Championship. I'm hoping he just gets 4 loan players from Liverpool. That's That's like mission one. Just get 4 good loanies from Liverpool. Cheeky little bit of Ben Woodburn action. You know, decent players like that. Brewster. I don't know how good he is in the game. Noel Watson is ninjured. Jan Dander's coming back in. We're going to get rid of Jordan Marshall as well on the yellow card. Yeah, just get a bunch of really good loanies because we don't really have the wages. I've discovered, you know, like I said before, this is my first ever Director of Football challenge. So I've never really known how they work. I know they're supposed to do transfers and stuff, but I didn't want to, I just wanted to let him do his thing. You know, people were saying, oh, you should add them as transfer targets. And, you know, at least that way you've got some influence. And I didn't really want to do that. The only ones I add as transfer targets is the end. Weirdly, I literally have the Director of Football set up. So he does transfers, ins and outs, loans, every possible option to do with transfers, he does. But then just before each transfer window, he suggests to me like 3 or 4 transfer targets. I'm like, mate, that's your job. And so I add, without even looking at them, I add them as transfer targets just because he suggested them as transfer targets. But I don't sort of only add the good ones. I just add everybody. And the other thing I noticed is that basically he tries to renew the contract of every single player that's running out of contract at the end of the season, regardless if they haven't played much or if they're not that good. The only way to stop that is just before usually about a month and a half before the end of the season, he'll renew contracts, is to just transfer list players and then he won't offer them a new contract. So I'm learning how to control him. Oh, Jesus, May is dead. Right, this is a comfortable, dominating win over third in the league. I'm very happy with this. Hopefully it will make them spiral out of control and we can just walk it. This is a proper highlight. Johnson. Good run into the middle. Acres of space. He's just going to keep going. Lovely ball. McWilliams again. Oh, is it coming back? No. We had a Jordan Pickford moment there. It's okay. And it's not very well. We know already that it's the Director of Football was not really programmed massively well when it comes to sort of transfers. Like, for instance, you know, we've had a number of loanies that have been brilliant for us, played like the entire season, done fantastically well, at a contract at the end of the season, and he doesn't even make an offer. That doesn't even seem to trigger the AI into going, oh, we know that guy's good, maybe we should make an offer. Which is a shame. Don't concede. Good defensive work, mate. There we go. Nice 3-0. Oh, I can taste the championship, boys. I can taste it. And it tastes money. Oh, he's made a good save. Like, one day I'm hoping he'll sign an actual goalkeeper on a permanent basis. Last 3 years we've been relying on a random loanee, different every year. Look at that, though, boys. Absolutely smashed them. We're into March. Even a mediocre injury crisis, I don't think, would crush us now. We've got a few players. Oh, we've got an achievement. What achievement do we unlock? Your team scored a goal in 20 consecutive matches. Thank you very much, Steam. I appreciate you spotting it. You played like a worldie, that one, mate. Smash them. We smashed them. Oh, it's looking good, boys. Right, on to the next game. Speaking of goalkeepers, our one's injured, but he's fit. So, what's wrong with him? Mystery illness. Crabs. Yep, crabs. A pulled knobhead. Okay, that's fine. No, what's... Dander's really off form again. Let's give Reece Healy a game on this left-hand side. Can do it. I'm going to play the goalkeeper. And the rest kind of picks itself. Oh, goalkeeper can get rid of the goalkeeper. Good stuff. Right, here we go. We're not far away now, boys. Let's have a quick look at our running. 7th. Tricky. This game's very tricky. Wigan, decent. They've got 18th, 14th, Bolton 9th, 23rd, 8th, Mansfield, the mighty clinical Mansfield, 21st, 15th. And hopefully we're promoted by then. I don't want it to go down to the last game. We'll bottle it. If it goes down to the last game of the season and I have to make a video about it, we are going to fucking bottle it. We know this. This is how life works. So I'm hoping we can just reel these next few games off. Like I said, this one's a tricky one. Frankie Field, isn't he quite good? Yeah, he's not bad. Didn't he play for like a decent couple of clubs? Yeah, Blackburn, Leeds, Derby, Bristol. That's not a bad little signing, that. He played a game in the Premier League and then he went to Gillingham. That's unfortunate. He probably thought he'd made it finally in the Premier League and then got given away to Gillingham. Shouldn't take the piss because then he'll have a worldie. Why do I never listen? He's going to play like a fucking ninja now, isn't he? They're disinterested. I like it. They're going to score. And they're not going to give a shit, are they? They're going to go, oh well, scored. Oh, Bonham. Yes. See, don't need a groin for making saves. It's a tricky start. Oh my God, he's actually moved. Because I've forgotten to take him off the line, off the short corner still. And he actually randomly just ran out. Like he'd spotted a shadow or something. Come on. It's focused versus disinterested. Here we go. McCann. That's lovely. That's lovely. Come on, Masterson. Back in the team. Back in the goal. What's wrong with that? What the fuck is that? What's that line for? What are those? I don't know. All right. They're just trying to give him help, aren't they? I think. They're like, come on, Accrington. You're making it no fun. You're just smashing everybody. So we'll randomly give decisions against you for no random reasons. Nothing to panic about. They haven't done too much going forward, but neither have we. Bowen. It's a nice ball across. Healy does well. Marshall. Go on, Marshall. Right peg. Optimistic. That's just standing room only, the old right peg for him. Johnson. That's a great ball, though. Healy nods it down. Bowen. I appreciate the unselfishness of your header down, but it was probably a tighter angle to the guy you headed it down to. He's going to destroy the whole point. I do appreciate it, though, Healy. What a guy. I don't know how he spotted it, unless it was just a terrible header. He's like, no, I've seen him at the back post there. Nice, right on half time. Lovely. A bit of encouragement. Just go out there, do it, boys. Bowen's on sensational. He's very streaky. I think Bowen's not a streaky player if you look at his mentality and everything like that. It doesn't come across as a sort of streaky player, but because I think he's happy and he's really good for this league, he's banging him in, and then he gets unhappy because I broke a promise to him or somebody wants to buy him and I won't sell him, and then he plays shit for a bit. So in between transfer windows, he's great. Anytime, if he can sniff a transfer window, he just gets really upset. I heard you guys left in the comments and I had a little Google. There's apparently lots of interest from big Premier League teams in Mr. Bowen, which is unsurprising because I've watched a lot of Hull randomly because, you know, we're mates, so I've got to check out your mate, how he's doing and stuff, and he is playing superbly well, so I'm not surprised. Jared, if you're watching, go to Bournemouth. Bournemouth's your team. All right. I would say Liverpool. I love you, mate, but I don't think you're going to get ahead of Mane and Salah. I think for your development, go to Bournemouth. You've got a perfect setup there, lovely little club. You're guaranteed tons of game time. You're under one of the best young English managers. You can make a name for yourself and then move on to the big club. It's a perfect stepping stone, all right? So, and it's a lovely place to live. And if you need a new agent, just let me know, yeah? Call me. Right, dull game, but it's another win. Tick it off. Job done. Let's bathe in the league table before we finish up. And that was actually a tricky one. Wigan's going to be also tricky, but we should be okay. It's going to be fine. What's wrong with him? A new contract. Oh God. Okay, well I'll ask I can't go into and tell him. I can't go in and promise him a new contract, because if I do that, and then old what's his face fucks it up. He's got another year left on his deal, so I doubt we can offer him any more money. He's going to want a lot more money, and we're over budget anyway, so that's unlikely. So I'm just going to ignore the fact he's a bit upset. Right, there we go, my friends. Another done diddlies. 14 points clear. Let's just have a look at these form, because they've dropped off these. Yeah, they lost 3 in a row. That was a much-needed win, because I was saying it's been really close, and then they've just dropped away. Same as Hull, not quite as horrific, but they must have dropped points in a couple of games. Yeah, they had a couple of draws here, and obviously lost against us. Yeah, that's what they do. Right, my friends, we have 10 games left in the season, couple more episodes, and hopefully the championship awaits. I will officially allow you, if we do not get promoted, right? If we do not get automatically promoted this season, right, you are allowed to officially just call it a bottle job. Tell me I'm a shit manager in the comments. You just unleash, all right? Tell me how shit I am as a manager if we don't get automatically promoted. Right, thank you very much. I'll see you next one. Bye-bye.